We've all heard of Area 51. Since the 1950s, the American population has been obsessed with the incident that supposedly happened in the Nevada desert. The Storm Area 51 movement proved that there is a massive interest in the topic. But most people don't know that there's actually been more than one Roswell-like occurrence. This one even involves little not-so-green men wandering around a town in Brazil. Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm a part-time artist and full-time seeker of mysteries. I use the majority of my free time to paint and listen to random podcasts about the unexplained. So today, I'm going to work on an acrylic painting while hopefully entertaining you with the story of Varginha, Brazil. So if that sounds like something you're into, then consider sticking around and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, ring the bell to be notified of my next art and mystery video. January 1996. Reports of UFO sightings began to flood in. A large number of people claim to have seen the craft, and even the mayor of Varginha says that he believes that this definitely happened.
Of the reported witnesses was 2 farmers. They claimed that they heard commotion when their cows began to make loud noises and run around the home. So the woman went to the window and saw an object passing by. She called to her husband to come take a look. They described the craft as a large school bus, cigar-shaped object that was silent and moving slowly. White smoke was coming from the craft, and the couple watched in disbelief until it disappeared. A resident of Varginha, Carlos de Sousa, claims to have seen the actual crash. He stated that the side of the craft had been damaged and it was releasing white smoke. He also said the craft was roughly the size of a school bus, so he decided to follow it. What's interesting about this witness is that he was a pilot and knew about aviation. He claims that when he first saw the object that it was flying around 300 meters and losing altitude. Then the craft lost power to the engine and crashed. Upon arriving at the crash site, De Sousa claims to have seen debris from the craft scattered all across the field. He also says that when exiting his car, he was hit with a very strong smell of ammonia, almost like rotten eggs. He claims that the smell was so strong that he had to cover his nose. He picked up a piece of the wreckage and crumbled the metal sheet in his hands. He said it was almost like aluminum foil, thin and lightweight. He claims that when he crumbled the metal sheet and released it, it expanded back to its original shape. Very quickly after arriving, De Sousa was met with a military presence who immediately forced him to leave the area.
De Sousa disappeared for 26 years after the incident, and then a team of filmmakers tracked him down and brought him back to the crash site. De Sousa became very emotional and said that he was sad to be in a spot where beings had died.
Shortly after the alleged sightings, military filled the town of Varginha. Within the town, 3 girls were walking through an alley. As they passed by, the girls noticed something crouching against a wall. They were frightened, thinking the creature was a demon. They all say that they felt that the creature was scared and in distress from the heat. They claimed that it was a small, gray creature with oily skin and giant red eyes. They ran to tell their mother what they had saw and led her back to the alley. The mother states seeing the creature's footprints and that it had 3 toes. She also addresses the smell, stronger than sulfur and more like ammonia. On the next street over, 2 military officers are searching for something unusual. They saw the creature and one of the officers jumped out of the car and captured it with his bare hands. Then they took the being to the local hospital. The military personnel began to show symptoms of a weird infection and said that his skin felt oily. Doctors were unable to identify the infection and he died. Doctors were not able to determine the cause of death. The family of the deceased attempted to retrieve the medical records. They said that the report was missing pages and did not give answers into the strange death.
A group of firemen captured a second creature, but no one had came into direct contact. Both of the beings were taken to the hospital.
Then the American military arrived in Varginha. Witnesses saw the American soldiers load a large metal box into their vehicle. A former military witness says that the man who transported the box, along with their officers, were never seen again. A black body bag was taken to the radiology department. He was told to take x-rays, but was never allowed to review the images taken. The military left and the radiologist was told not to speak of what happened. Witnesses stated that the smell of ammonia and sulfur in the hospital was so strong that it lingered for 2 weeks.
So what do you think? This is one of the most compelling cases that I've heard. The sheer number of eyewitnesses that collaborated each other's story is just amazing. And that American military just happened to appear right after. Since I don't think you want to hear me ramble on for hours, I'm going to insert a time lapse of the finished artwork here. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If you have suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments. Until next time, stay creative and curious.